Hi, my name is Dylan Wissing. I'm here at Triple Colossal Studios in Hoboken, New Jersey. We're taking a look at Aquarian's line of the Vintage Series drum heads. So we've been using the regular medium weight modern vintage heads here a lot over the years for when we want that warm kind of calfskin vibe and an old school jazz sound. So we just got the new modern vintage 2 heads and the deep vintage heads. A lot of my work in the studio revolves around capturing the vibe and the sound and feel of these funky old records from the 30s to maybe the 70s. Just a really wide range of sounds. So I'm always looking for ways to get an old school vintage tone out of the drums, and I want to get them fast and without a whole lot of hassle. I just want to throw the heads on, tune them up, have them sound great, and get recording. So we'll be using just a basic GMS SE Maple Series kit. This is kind of my standard go-to set for recording. So we've got 9x12 rack tom, 14x16 floor, 6.5x14 brass snare drum, 16x22 kick. Our control heads are going to be regular texture coated on the top of the snare and the toms. We have classic clear snare side, classic clear on the bottom of the toms. The kick has a super kick 1 and a regulator on front with a kick port. So the only thing we're going to be changing are the tom batter heads. Everything else will be staying the same. The drums, cymbals, the mics, everything else. So let's take a listen to what the control set sounds like. The regular texture coated I would use, say, for if the track references something that's maybe an 80s or 90s pop or R&B track, kind of a classic tom sound. It's just warm, punchy, open, and pretty quick. So now we're gonna my drum tech Matt Titleman and I are gonna swap out the regular texture coated for modern vintage medium. So we're gonna make that changeover. We'll see you in a minute. All right, so we're back. We're going to give the regular single weight modern vintage medium heads a listen. After we got these on the head and tuned them up, we immediately decided that these heads really fit in best so far for us for a kind of a 60s pop or soul vibe, where the drums are tuned up high in more of a traditional jazz range, and the drum sounds coming from maybe 1 or 2 room mics that are picking up the kit. So let's give these a listen. With these modern vintage medium heads, another thing that I would do, and if, for example, I wanted to even bring out the calf-like qualities of these drums even further, I might swap out the clear heads on the bottom. I might put just a regular medium weight modern vintage head on the bottom as well, so it's coated top and bottom. That really will kind of warm up the sound, cut back some of the overtones of the ring, and just really bring out that calf sound. So up next, we're going to try out the new modern vintage 2 heads from Aquarian.